looks like we're live, folks. Welcome back. And, boy, what a lovely evening to start out the stream on. Jeez. Alright, so we are back once again. Let's see. Introduction. Oh, jeez, look at all those witches. Just trying to deal with that. Probably put these through the sorter at some point, but for now it's good. Anyway, yeah, so we're back. This is GrindCraft. If you don't know, this is a world where I do grindy stuff. I don't really have an end goal. I just kind of want to make the world my own and do interesting stuff in it, stuff that I want to do. And a lot of what I want to do is dig giant holes, so that's what I'm doing. It's probably what I'll be doing today. You can see we've got two 101 by 101 holes here, so that's pretty large, obviously. This is the third one. We're about, I'd say 1/3 of the way done with this. I did get to the point where I had to dig out the slime chunks. So the slime chunks are dug out, you can see here, and glassed over. There were, I think, 6 or 7. There was like 6 full ones and then 2 slivers on the edges. So pretty manageable, just did it, knocked it out. This one was fun because I had to decide if I wanted to do all 3 of these at once. I decided to just do each one in sequence. Felt like that was a good way to go. I don't think there's been much changes otherwise. Honestly, I've mostly just been digging this week. I also was doing a bunch of other stuff in the meantime. Stuff here and there, like trying to, well, I tried to do a house project. It didn't go very well. And I think I talked about that last time, actually. And I've been playing another game, Mountain Blade Warband. Big fan of that, but yeah. Saturdays are Minecraft days, so we're going to hop back in here. And yeah, we're just going to dig. I mean, unless we've got some other thing that I need to do, I really don't think that there is. I was thinking about doing a kelp farm today, but kelp farm is not really high priority for me at the moment. It certainly would help to have a passive source of fuel rather than having to mine out the coal ore, but I'm gonna have to mine the coal ore out anyway, so I don't know, I'm kind of waffling on whether it's important. I might do a quick run of coal ore though, because well, it's a good way to repair the pickaxe without using up cactus, and at this point I've just kind of given up on using up all the cactus. The cactus is just gonna be there, it's just how it's gonna be. But yeah, we can always use more fuel. Fuel is the thing that's limiting, really. I think if we do another big batch of coal ore, it should pretty much ensure that we have enough to finish at least this mine, and probably let us do a couple more runs through the blast furnace of iron ore, which is going to help because I am planning at some point to expand the sorter and kind of shift things around a little bit. So yeah, the sorter is still kind of in a temporary position right now. What I've decided I want to do ultimately is take the sorter from where it is now, move it to the walls of the first, like, kind of the main perimeter, and I'll show you what I mean in a second. But yeah, put it all around the perimeter of, like, the initial 101 by 101 hole. And that way I can, in theory, have 400 well, probably a little bit less than 400 sorter modules. And what I want to do is actually have specific input points for specific things, so that I can bypass the sorter and put in, for example, for the cactus farm, rather than having the sorter sort through the cactus, just put the cactus directly into the cactus module, and then I don't have to worry about the sorter having to do it. And then probably specific input points for, like, stuff I get while mining, stuff I get from the nether, just that sort of thing. I don't know what I'm doing here. Right. Oh, I was going to show you what I'm doing. So, yeah, all of this stuff is going to be gone at some point, and I'm going to move it out here so that the, like, the back of it is kind of against this wall. I don't know if I have decided. Maybe I move the redstone to the other side so that it's a little bit more compact that way. I'd probably have to change some things around, but I want to make this bigger anyway so that I have more storage space. This probably will require a fair bit of tree farming, which means probably I'm going to build a tree farm setup over here somewhere. Probably not an automatic one, though I have been meaning to try that. I know it's a little bit complicated, so I've been resistant. But at the same time, if you can make an automatic tree farm, you might as well. And I know that the excuse me, I know that there's the new tree types from the Nether that you can auto farm without the player being present. Maybe that's the best option, actually. Especially if it's just temporary. Like if I have an automatic, or if I have a more widely applicable tree farm later on that requires player input, then maybe that should go in after the new sorter. I'm assuming here that I can make chests out of the new tree types, but I'm almost certain that's true. Almost. Now I'm not sure. Now I'm doubting myself. Anyway, might be a good thing to look into. At the very least, I know you can do a lot with the wood types. I mean, well, I don't know. I think their goal was to make it possible, if not easy, if not easy, to live in the Nether. So presumably, you could make chests with the new tree types. I did not see that hole in the ground. I don't know what happened there. Better heal. So yeah, maybe we should go into the Nether, grab some Nilium, grab some what are they called? Those mushroom thingies? Oh, I suppose you don't need the mushroom thingies. You just need the Nilium, and then you can bone meal. Oh, that's it. Okay. Oh, there was other stuff going on this week, right? I watched 3 nights of the Republican National Convention, and then I had a stroke. Or very nearly. Basically, middle of the week, I gave up. I gave up because I'm so incredibly sick of partisan politics. Decided I wasn't gonna take part anymore. That is not to say that I will not vote. Believe me, I'm voting. Voting is important, but taking part in Democrats versus Republicans is the wrong way to do things. It's just ridiculous. I was actually thinking about this yesterday, and I think what I came up with. So there's an I don't know how old this is, but there's a saying about politics, especially progressive politics, where if you want to change the world, you know, you're basically trying to move a mountain, and you don't move a mountain all at once. You move it, you know, little shovels at a time. And the problem I see with doing things in the partisan politics system, and the two-party system in particular, is that if your way of moving the mountain is shoveling, you know, one shovelful, and then resting on the mountain for 4 years, you're not making any progress whatsoever. So I think that there's a way to kind of circumvent that and do something better. And I'm still trying to work out what that is, but yeah, I resolved that I wasn't going to waste my time anymore on Democrats, Republicans, or whomever. It's just not the avenue that we need for change. I'm not sure if any of that made any sense, but it made sense last night. After maybe 3 beers, I think. Anyway. Like I said, I am in a vote, and I think that in presidential politics, it's unrealistic to believe that a third-party vote is going to change anything. Even in a blue state or a red state, like, no matter where you are, voting matters, and voting for, in the case of a presidential election, the least evil option between the two is important, because as much as you might hate the fact that the two parties have a monopoly on our system, they do. And it's kind of, I mean, it's terrible, but there's nothing you can do about it. At least not at the ballot box. It's like if you show up at it's like if you show up at a you're walking in the, okay, this is what I'm trying to say. You're walking in the desert, right? You've been walking in the desert for 2 days. You're thirsty, and you come across a little house. And you walk in and you beg them, like, give me something to drink. And they say, sure, we have Coke and we have Pepsi. Your response at that point should not be, wait, you don't have RC? Because that doesn't help anybody. Like, you need to drink something. Admittedly, you probably shouldn't be drinking cola, but as we're talking about a monopoly, I figured we should talk about a monopoly rather than, anyway. Yeah, that's kind of my thinking on it, is like, there's just no way to make things better by refusing to acknowledge the monopoly that exists. Yeah, really sick of these things just sitting in these chests here. 6 plus 9. Now, that being said, I don't think that Democrats or Republicans need help from progressives this election. If you know, I don't care which one, well, I do care which one you want to vote for, but regardless of which one you want to vote for, I think that there are more important things to work on, including down-ticket races, municipal elections coming up next year. I think some congressional races, or no, not congressional, state house races next year. Gubernatorial races as well. I think Virginia is offset by the presidential election by 1 year, for example. Gubernatorial election. There's a couple things going on next year that should prove to be more interesting than a presidential election. So that's important. And then just generally, like, local change, you know, do your thing. Anyway, this has been the rant that I didn't promise this time, actually. I took the rants out. I was like, maybe I won't rant today. Maybe I'm not feeling it, but eh. I'm happy to talk about whatever else. But at the moment, I'm just kind of cycling through things that have happened this week and what I've been thinking about. I did see, I was on my local elected, my local congressperson's Facebook page last night, and she had posted something. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it doesn't matter what this woman posts. It really doesn't. People will come on and talk about whatever conspiracy theories they've heard about that particular hour. and then come back again an hour later and post about a different one. So this particular one, I don't remember exactly what was going on. Again, I don't remember what the post was about, but this person came up and said, well, Democrats are socialists. And I said, well, no, they're not. And socialists are Nazis. And I said, well, no, they're not. And it's like, I mean, I've been thinking about this a lot. Like, the amount of history that people seem to have never learned in America is ridiculous. It's, yeah, it makes no sense whatsoever. I mean, you'd think they'd just come from 1930s America and been like, oh, there's socialists. That's that new party from Germany, right? Because that was when people like genuinely thought that, because the entire point of naming it the I don't remember what the German is, but basically the Nationalist Socialist Party was to hide the nationalist part and the fascist part under the socialist part, because they'd just seen, in the past 2 decades, a couple of pretty successful socialist and communist revolutions, and they thought, oh, well, this is a popular thing, maybe it will help us rise to power. And it did, by God. Because with some token mentions of socialist policies, they were able to win elections, and that's what happened. But of course, the purpose was never to make things a socialist utopia. It's just silly. And Democrats being so... Every time somebody says, oh, Democrats are socialist, like, you have no idea how untrue that is. Like, I watched both... I watched the Democratic Convention too, probably about 3 nights of that as well. And if Democrats were socialists, they wouldn't frame everything around jobs, okay? Everything in the economy is not about jobs. It shouldn't be. Because right now, I wanted to look up the numbers on this. Hold on. Okay. Take your time, Wikipedia. Wikipedia's not down, is it? No, it's not. Well, that can't be right. Huh, I'm very confused. Anyway, so I was looking at the, this is a random thought that I had. I was looking at the GDP of the United States of America, and it's 60-some thousand, okay? And what's our poverty line? Something like 40,000? So there's a full 20,000 a year in between. Or wait, GDP's got to be yearly, right? Anyway, my point is, so that means that on average, if we were splitting things evenly, everybody would be making about 60-some thousand a year. That seems reasonable to me. But because we have people making billions a year, hundreds of billions in this particular year, there are people who are making 0 a year or 10,000 a year or whatever. Democrats can't seem to grasp that, though. That's why they're not socialist. was like, did I go to the sorter? I did. I forgot about it, but I did go to the sorter. Oh boy. What else is happening? What else is happening this week? I'm trying to think. So things are starting to cool down here. I think we're entering fall proper, which is nice. But it's been a really hot summer, and some of the days this week were particularly nasty. So I finally decided I'm gonna spend, you know, the money. I'm gonna get myself central AC. I kind of don't like the idea. I'd probably avoid using it as much as I can, but at some point you just gotta bite the bullet. Like I've just been complaining nonstop. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants me complaining. So that's another thing that I have to kind of budget for and figure out going forward. We'll see how that goes. But I think that's a thing that has stopped me from feeling like this would be a good place to share with anybody. Because I've also thought about getting a roommate, and haven't yet. Partly because I'm lazy and I know that that can cause contention. Partly because there's improvements I want to make to the house, things I want to fix. But I think if I can get AC over the winter, possibly a couple of things, get those done, should be good to go. I have an opportunity then to kind of defray some of the mortgage costs and all that, but primarily just like offer somebody a place to live and get someone to just take up some space in this house. Like, it's crazy. It's like way too big for me. Ah, we have a guest. Hi. Oh, she's kind of obscured by the microphone. Hey. Yeah. For those of you who may not have met my cat, this is Penny. And she has, in the past, I don't know, 3 months or so, gotten comfortable with climbing up on my desk, which is something that she never really did before. First I found it a little bit annoying, but I've kind of gotten used to it. Now I only find it annoying when she sits really close to my mouse hand, so I can't move it. Sometimes, very, very infrequently, she will, like, try to get my hand that's on the mouse to pet her, and then I accidentally right-click on something, and then I shoo her away. Apart from that, though, she's welcome to sit here. It's pretty fun. Oh, that's probably good. Didn't even realize that 20 minutes had gone by. I switched my coil out on the e-cig, and I've been sitting here like not using it. That's not working. So I turned it off to switch the coil out. See, I'm a smart man. That did not fire. I hate this thing sometimes. Like, it's just... I think it's just been through so much trauma that it just doesn't work sometimes. Come on, man. What is going on here? Doesn't seem like it's working. Okay, that's fine. I'll give it time. Maybe it just needs time to think about what it's done. It's entirely possible that some of the contacts are just not working anymore. First time that happened, I read up on it a little bit, and I think that maybe some of the liquid has started to seep into some of the contacts and made it just not work anymore. Yeah, I think going back to Minecraft, I think once this this kind of section is done, I think it's time to start expanding some of the base features. So like, if I haven't done, you know, the sorter upgrades and all that business, and some extra farms, like I'd love to have an iron farm. It's been a long process without an iron farm. Maybe it's time to do that. Mob farm, I'd probably like to make the mob farm, like the final form of the mob farm soon. Like in the center, right above a... Well, probably not in the center now that I think about it. So the way that the mob farm is going to work is it's going to be a flushing mob farm. So, sort of similar to, who was that this week that did that? Ow. I think Wells did that this week. Wells Knight? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Wells Knight did that. So, yeah, it's like a bunch of platforms on top of each other, and you kind of switch which ones are flooded. And you have a clock at the top that controls each one, or controls the whole stack. And you just flush mobs off onto a platform that has hoppers on it, and you collect all the drops. So, the thing is, I'm thinking you don't really need to have the player right near it, because with that design, you don't need the mobs to move around because they get flushed off. So we could have the player at a number of blocks away, probably not too far away, because it's a 128 block radius where mobs will spawn, and in theory, all of this will, you know, be empty eventually, one day. But yeah, the excuse me. Once we get the mob farm up, all I need is for the player to be within 128 blocks. So, in theory, it could go above the sorter modules where it's relevant, rather than somewhere near the player. So I don't need to put it right in the center. And that's kind of how I want to play things. I want to put things near where their sorter modules are. So like the cactus farm will go near where the cactus is stored, and then I can input directly into the sorter directly into the storage for that farm in particular, rather than trying to input into the sorter and waiting for things to clear out. For the mob farm, obviously, I'm going to need the sorter, but I could probably have a separate sorter mechanism for stuff coming in automatically, and then I could use that to input directly into the storage from behind. Like, only sort things that come from the mobs, and then... Ooh, I missed some. And then it's just a little bit less load for the sorter to do. Then again, I don't know, cause like, so I'm starting to think like, if you're doing, right? So if you're doing like cactus farm is pretty slow, right? Maybe, well, depending on how many cactus you've got going at once, but cactus farm is pretty slow. Combine that with a kelp farm, a sugarcane farm, a mob farm, like peak efficiency mob farm with a perimeter and everything, and iron farm, passive mob farm, wool farm. Like, you start adding these up, and they start to get to be too much for the sorters, right? Like, at some point, you just can't put in and handle that many items all at once. But I wonder where that line is. And I wonder if you could just add... I mean, you could probably just add parallel sorters, but it would take a lot more space. I don't know if that's the answer. don't know. It seems like there's a lot of problems with the way that I'm doing this order. I mean, it's all hoppers. There's no water streams anywhere. So it's an item a tick. Now, that being said, I let things run. So since I'm doing things mostly manually right now, I don't have anything inputting into the sorter automatically. While I'm not playing, like when I'm asleep, it's just running in the background, so I don't have to worry about that. Because ultimately, it will catch up with my manual inputs, but with automatic farms, there's less of a chance that it'll keep up. Because the automatic farms will always be running. Always have items running in. Which is what you want, but you also want to have a storage system that can handle it. This one, oh, wait a minute, look at all these items. Oh my goodness. So many items. Can't just leave stuff on the ground, you know? I just keep putting stone in further and further back chests. Eventually they kind of empty out of these chests and I just put other items in there, but yeah, I don't know. Basically the goal is to just keep the hoppers full of stone rather than anything else. And then none of the other items go in. I don't know if it is really necessary, but it's what I do. I don't know. I'm sorry that Penny doesn't seem to be interested in hanging out on screen today. She's kind of staring at... I don't know what she's staring at. Staring at something. Damn it. I think I might have killed my e-cig. This is not helpful. So, like, I think what probably happened is that, so when I switch out the coil, what I do is I dump it out and I try to like rinse out the inside of the tank, and I think maybe some of that water got in somewhere that it wasn't supposed to. So yeah, I'm not getting anything. No, we'll let it sit for some more. Maybe it'll fix itself, but I doubt it. Trying to think about how long I want to stream today. I don't know if I want to stream for too long. Because I think I have another errand to go run today, and rather not push that out too late. So yeah, we'll probably do like 2 to 3 hours. I don't think we're gonna do too much today. I really gotta start looking backwards more. So you can see that this is another, excuse me, another place where Endermen would come and hang out because they've dropped a bunch of grass blocks here. That's what they do. I find these in the caves all the time as I uncover them, where it's like, oh, bunch of grass blocks. Enderman obviously teleported here a lot. And I don't know why it seems to cluster. It's like there must be specific things in the algorithm that they look for. Obviously it's got to be 3 high, but apart from that, I don't know why it'd be so close. That's it. Oh, but yeah, I guess the all the stuff in Kenosha happened this week, didn't it? I mean, it's crazy to think that that was just this week. But yeah, I guess it was. Wow. But yeah, I've been watching that a little bit here and there. Oops. Just kind of seeing what's going on, and jeez, that's crazy. I mean, like, they had, what, a couple nights of maybe a little bit of rioting, maybe a little bit of some other stuff, but they, and then obviously the peaceful protest preceded it all. And I mean, predictably, the cops, like, walled up around the courthouse. Because obviously when you're being protested, the answer is to not listen. Words. Right, but then night 3 happened. Night 3 was crazy, man. That kid just shot some people up. Like, I think it's more nuanced. Like, I think there's more details than that, but ultimately, this kid shot some people up. It's crazy. And then night 4, actually, I watched night 4 a little bit too. There was a big call for, like, hey, we're gonna be peaceful. We're not gonna be pissed. You know, we're not gonna destroy shit today. Like, and then sometime, I think around 11 Central Time, 11 p.m. There's a big organized, like, wake up the neighbors kind of a thing, where they march through kind of a historic district and woke folks up with car horns and loudspeakers and chanting. And that was cool. That was a cool idea. I like that. I don't know if there was like a, you know, permit or notification or anything, but They made some people sit up and pay attention. And you know, I mean, people are definitely going to be like, oh, you're blocking a freeway, you're blocking whatever. Like, people are going to definitely be pissed about that, right? Because that's what they do. But you're walking on a residential street in the middle of the night and making noise, and you're going to say, what, that's not freedom of speech. Please do. Please do. It's just crazy. People do sometimes be crazy, though. Like, the amount of cognitive dissonance that one has to have for some of the takes that people have on these protests, man, it's just ridiculous. Oh, wait a minute. There's another big circle there of... Hold on. I wonder if it's just like a radius of a certain amount, like near the edges of a circle around the player that I'm seeing, because like this kind of comes around, and maybe that's a little bit steep, but I don't know. It's hard to tell. Good work here. That was stone. Oh, look at this. The stone hasn't gotten all the way out yet. Oh, okay. A little bit funky, but that's okay. Oh. You know, it's sunset, and I think I'm gonna need a break here since the e-cig isn't working. I'm gonna level with you all. I need nicotine. It's just how it's gonna have to be. I'm probably gonna have to order another starter kit for this e-cig, which really pisses me off, but you know, what are you gonna do? Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go take a quick break. I'll be back in a few short minutes. I'll leave you with the AFK screen, which it's been a while probably since I thanked HF for that, but thank you, HF. And yeah, I'll be right back. See you soon. Alright, we're back. Welcome back. Sorry about the break there. Like I said, not my choice, but if the e-cig's not working, I just need to get nicotine somehow. Still not working. So we're probably stuck there. Just a little annoying. Sorry about that. Well, we've got... Ooh, I was away for long enough for mobs to spawn. Rip. So yeah, if you're just joining us, I noticed the view can go up a little bit, but if you're just joining us, we're mining. This world is basically just a place for me to do mindless grinding stuff. Like, I'll build farms here and there to make things easier for me, but for the most part, it's just grindy stuff. So if you're looking for high-minded technical content, this is sadly not the place. I think I'll get into that a little bit more later in the series, but for now, it's just pretty basic stuff. And it's funny because, like, most of the material that I'm gathering just gets destroyed. All the stone at this point just gets destroyed. Like, I could probably craft some redstone components. Maybe I'll do that a little bit later here. But, yeah, I just toss the stone into lava at this point. I think andesite, granite, and diorite are also filled up now. So all the overflow just gets thrown into lava. Unceremoniously, really. Kind of sad. Not sad, actually. I just don't care. So yeah, the last time I was doing this on the MC Legends Season 1 server, I stored all of it. I stored all of the stone, I stored all of the netherrack that I got from digging out another hub. It was all saved. And that wasn't the best use of my time. Like, putting down hundreds, if not thousands, of chests and sorting through all of them one by one, like, just not an effective use of my time. Probably digging big holes isn't a very good use of my time either. Anyway, you don't know anyone who likes diorite. That's fair. B-Dubs does. B-Dubs builds out of it. But hi, Evie. It's been a while. How's it going? But yeah, I'm not building anything, really. Like, I don't build stuff. I don't build pretty stuff in this world. My current block of choice for, like... Wait, what have I done? Oh. Wait, what did I do here? I'm very confused as to what happened. I lost my rhythm. 3, 1, 2, 3. So this is 6. Here we go. You been good? That's great to hear, man. That's great to hear. Well, I explained the world. The channel's also a little bit different. I'm obviously not streaming very much. I'll do once a week or so. That's about it. But glad you're here, man. Yeah, it's been a while. Also, very much appreciate you chatting. I was not sure if the chat was working. I'm never quite sure if the chat is working. Sometimes the chat just decides to crap out and I have to refresh, but usually that's accompanied by some other change to the page or something. That's dug out now. I genuinely don't know what I did to screw up my rhythm there. But I did something. I did something. So yeah, I think with the progress that I made this week, I think I'll probably be able to finish this hole in the next week or so. So if we come back next Saturday and things are significantly progressed, then that's why. Not only that, my office is now cooler than the rest of my house, actually. I kept the office window open last night, and it's probably 68 in here, 68 Fahrenheit, if that. It's like really nice. Yeah, I was talking about earlier, like, it's been a hell of a summer, but I think the banner headline in the weather section yesterday was, or the weather column yesterday was, that summer is, the dog days of summer are over. And I'm gonna take his word for it. I'm gonna hold him responsible if he's wrong, but I think probably I can stop keeping my windows open, and I put on jeans for the first time in like months now. I've been wearing shorts every day. It's terrible. I don't like wearing shorts. Come on. Missed one piece of stone there. Shameful. Oh, I was gonna go to the Nether and check out those tree things. Maybe in a minute here, after this strip. So I'd be interested to look into doing that farm, just so I could have enough wood for chests. Yeah, we'll do that after this strip here. We'll go and grab a couple pieces of wood and some nilium, and maybe I'll look into making that farm this week. If I get a chance. I think between that, a kelp farm, and gosh, what else do I need to do? Feels like I don't have a lot that I need to do, really. Might be good to do a bamboo farm as well. Obviously, it's not something that can fuel a super smelter because I took out the zero tick farms at 116. But you could probably get enough to make scaffolding and stuff. I think that's really what you want to do. Kelp can be fuel. Bamboo doesn't need to be fuel anymore. And I think it should be a simple... I mean, I don't know how much kelp I'm going to be growing at a time, but if I do, like, you know, a reasonable amount, like, not a huge amount, but just a reasonable amount. If I just route it all through, like, 2 to 4 furnaces and have them hooked up to a single line of hoppers with fuel input, like, run a starter of coal and then just craft up the kelp blocks and use them to fuel their own smelting process. I think that's it's probably going to be pretty effective. Probably have a separate kelp farm to just get kelp. I think they fixed this actually in the... So it used to be if you are really sneaky, you can kind of have some momentum and fly off the bed, but I think that the effect is reduced in this version. So I forgot that I was going to go to the Nether, and now I'm going to remember. Okay. Let me grab some extra fireworks quick. It's really nice to have this chest here. I should probably refill it, actually. I've got less than a full chest now. But this should be good. Alright, welcome back to my janky nether portal. Oh my god, look at the zombie pigmen. This is what happens when you sit here forever. Okay, I'm just gonna try to fly up. Ah! Ah! No, no, no! No, let me through! Oh my god! Second death ever. Second death ever on this world. And all those pigmen have my stuff now. Okay, I have some extra armor here. It's not great, but no cursive binding, right? Yeah, okay. An extra... few extra swords here. This'll work. Okay. So that was really annoying. Let's go see if I can get my stuff back. God, this is gonna suck. So clearly there were Endermen further up the stairs. Oh, good, they didn't pick up all of my things. Okay. Ah! 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 Okay, they're all chasing me now, so that's fine. Oh no. Ow, ow. Ow. No, I didn't mean to do that. Ow. I don't know if there's anything behind me. This is so bad. This is so very, very bad. Oh, I see one with my elytra, yep. Ow, ow. Okay. Oh, ah, God. Alright, so now I need another spare set. I'm running out of spare armor and tools. I don't have a spare thingy. It's just sharpness, but that should be good enough. Alright. Hopefully this is the last time I need to do this. God. I cannot believe I've died twice now, and it's just a simple trip to the Nether to see if I can find a frickin' tree. Okay, here's a pickaxe or something. Okay, I think it's just like 1 or 2 pigmen left, right? Die. Yeah, you have my sword, don't you? Oh my god, why? Okay. I think I've got everything now. I'm gonna get out of here before I start sorting through things. Stupid Enderman. Okay. Are we clear? we're clear. He stopped. Okay. Whew. I got all my items back, right? Just... Oh, I put cursive binding on. What an idiot. Okay. We'll deal with that later. Let's see. Pickaxe, shovel, torches, axe. Bow. Arrows, fireworks, food. Okay, the rest of this is garbage. I'll deal with that cursive binding later. We'll have to die. Whatever, it's fine. Seriously, don't know what happened there. I mean, obviously I looked at some Endermen, but they killed me really, really quickly. Like, absurdly quickly. Okay, leave me alone. Alright, for Christ's sake. I turned off Enderman griefing, but clearly not early enough. Okay. We're out. Now I just need to find some appropriate biomes. These guys don't know, right? I don't think they know. Alright. We're looking for... Yeah, so we've got a crimson... Or a warped biome over here. I think there was a crimson biome somewhere, but I don't see it right now on the map. So that's southwest. Let's just head generally that direction. We'll reevaluate in a second here. There we go. Alright, so... just grab some of these quick. Oh, those are tall. Gonna grab some of this stuff. Okay, and then I'll also grab a couple of these things just because. Okay, and then crimson. Oh, there's a crimson biome right there. It's like south from here. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to go directly... Oh, here it is. It's just right next to me. Oh, hot tourist destinations. Cool beans. Alright, we got, I think, everything we came for, and maybe a little bit extra. Oh, I wanted to grab a little bit of this. Kind of just want to test the capability of it. Alright, so now it should just be a simple method of returning towards 0, 0. Oh my gosh, what? What? Ah! Oh no. Alright. Getting back is always the hardest part, right? I'm going the wrong direction. Yeah, I'm definitely going the wrong direction. This is going to cause problems for me. Come on, fly. Okay. Ah. I'm going to die. I don't want to die. It does seem like I'm headed that direction. Now, this is another fortress. It's not a helpful nether fortress. I can't get into it from here. Oh, for Christ's sake, piglins. It seems like a completely closed off area. Oh, wait. Here. I think that's where I came in from. Okay, we're on the right track here, I think. So this is that warped place. And then there's this. Ow, ow, ow. Ah, ah, ah. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm having a bad time in the nether. Oh my gosh, okay. Alright, I gotta go like southeast, I think it looks like. There's a little open area here, and then I can circle around. Yeah, this is nice. It's the end portal room. I think I want to go a little bit further out. For... oh, nope, dead end. Circling back. Ah. Just having some trouble here. Okay. No piglins, no piglins, no piglins. Where am I? It's directly west. Can't, hold on. Just can't find it. Here we go, this is helpful. Well, it looked promising, but now I'm not so sure. Striders! Yeah, now I'm not sure at all. Ah. It's almost another disaster. Okay, see now... now it feels like I'm just in the wrong spot. Hold on. Is there an area above this? Yes. It's like 0 and then... hold on, this looks right. I'm really close. Go away, go away, go away. Go! Nope! Damn it! Hate these things. Oh no! Oh no, not again! Oh no! Jesus Christ! I am going to die. Why can't I do this? Why can't I just get home? God. Alright. So I'm looking for... I have like a little platform that I had to build around my, like, entranceway. Also, the lag is just real here. Yeah, Grayson, big oofs going on right now. Man, this is crazy. I don't know when that happened. When you said that, I have just been so focused on not dying for the past like 30 minutes. This is crazy. Okay, I've got to be close, right? Here we go, platform. Okay, here we go. So this goes down. Here we go. Here we go. Wait, what? Oh, here we go. Whew. Okay, I feel like I can calm down now. Because I'm home. Alright, so we're gonna have to I'm gonna have to kill myself and get rid of these boots. It shouldn't be too hard, hopefully. But yeah, we've got the Nilium and some other stuff. I wanted to check. The whole reason I went is that I wanted to check that if I put this in here, I'd be able to make chests out of it. Yes, I am able to make chests out of it, so that is good. Let's toss some garbage. Garbage. Let's put some spare stuff in here. Grass is sorted. Nilium is not. None of this stuff is. Gold nuggets are not. Gold ingots. Okay. Boop, boop. Alright, now, very simply... Whatever, I'm just going to do it like this. I was going to take off my elytra, but that's probably more effective. Alright. Well, ripped all of my 100 levels or so that I had before this. I'm just going to throw away those boots. Where are those boots? They're not there. Did I break the boots? Weird. Okay. Alright, so we've got some reorganizing of the old inventory to do. Alright, we are good to go. Well, I answered my question. I died 3 times. Quadrupling. Oh, Curse of Vanishing and Curse of Binding. Oh, okay, so that's really neat then. That's really handy. Oh boy, that was really annoying. I'm glad that I'm back and we can just do some peaceful mining. That's what I love. This has always been why I played the game, like, not adventuring, not building farms, just like chilling out and gathering resources, expanding. Yeah, I think my server is probably struggling at the moment. It seems like it's kind of herky-jerky. I don't know if it's the server, if it's the client. Probably the server. Unless my streaming is causing some problems. Hold on. Oh boy, I am pretty high on my allocated memory. CPU seems fine. Oops. Not leaving anything behind today. But yeah, I think looking into some kind of automatic tree farm with those various different types of trees from the Nether might be in order. Because it can provide me with chests, it can provide me with fuel if I need it. Whole bunch of stuff. Obviously the kelp farm is probably going to be my primary source of fuel, but that requires a lot more input. Like the if it's charcoal based with the nether stuff, it can be completely automatic. With the kelp, you have to craft stuff. So kind of a mixed bag there, but at the moment I have to do everything manually, so it's hardly it's going to be a step up no matter what. We're going through some other types, looks like. Oh no, it's just filling up what's in there already. Okie doke, we're fine, we're fine. Oh, we've got some dirt in there. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Make sure it's all filled up. I seriously don't know why I do that. It just feels like it's neater. One of those little things, like you do it once or twice, or you notice it happening just naturally, and you start trying to make it happen. Oh, hello. It's a resilient creeper. Oh my god, the lag. Hold on. Did it show up on the stream? Yeah, it did show up on the stream. Jeez. I was like, did I fall? I don't know. Genuinely didn't know. 6. Well, I think I've decided that I'm probably not going to go into the Nether unless I have to these days. Like, what even happened? I don't even understand. Because, like, okay, I realized I hit the Enderman. That was a mistake. Or I looked at the Enderman. That was a mistake. And the pigmen were a problem. I just don't know how I'm supposed to deal with that problem. Like, no matter how small my portal is, there's always going to be pigmen spawning. I think probably I just have to go through and deal with them every once in a while. It's like I almost never go into the Nether, so they're just going to continue spawning there because we're in the that portal would be in the spawn chunks in the Nether, I guess. So probably wait, is the Nether always loaded on the spawn chunks? I feel like it is. Anyway, they'll always spawn. They'll always be there. I think every once in a while I just have to go in there and kill them, or they're going to be a problem for me later. I mean, I'm planning on doing basically this same concept of digging everything out in the Nether. It's a much lower priority for me, though, so I haven't gotten to it. Maybe it's something I should raise in priority. Given that, well, I guess I've gotten what I need from the Nether for now, but I feel like if I ever get to the point again where I'm like, you know what, I need something from the Nether, might mean that it's time to start digging, rather than rather than just going in and trying to get what I need, because, like, clearly I am incapable of doing that. I will die a lot. And it will be embarrassing for everybody. Primarily me. What are you gonna do? I'm thinking maybe one more strip here, but I'm thinking it'll be break time after that. Just because. And I'll try to order another. Oh, actually. No, didn't work. Honestly, don't know what's wrong with this thing, but I'll order another one and see if that one works, and maybe try to keep better care of it, because, like, I have a feeling I shouldn't be cleaning it out with water. What are you gonna do? At the very least, I'll have extra parts for the whole thing, so, like, I can use the extra tank if I need to. Oh, right. It's that creeper that I killed. I was like, where am I getting XP from? Silk touch pick. has some secrets that it's not telling me. I feel like I was talking about something before I died a bunch in the Nether. God, I don't remember what it was. Probably something like, I'm gonna be playing a fair bit more now that my office isn't literally the seventh circle of hell. I'm gonna be embarrassed that the seventh circle of hell is actually icy or something. But yeah, it's been hot in here. Now it's much better. I feel like that was the last thing I was talking about. If not, then maybe there's something that I didn't conclude on. Willing to come back to things if people have any recollection of what I was on about. Honestly, I have no idea. I think my cat's dreaming. She's like twitching. Oh, she's definitely dreaming. Yeah, she has no idea that I'm here. She's asleep. You almost never see a cat actually asleep. They're usually paying attention to you one way or the other. Too far away. Oh, I almost got out of the bed that time, damn. Oh, wait a minute. I said I was going to take a break. Well, we'll take a break after this little sliver here. Oh, hello. Uh, are you happy with your long-distance service? I don't think he was. Oh, he was. So yeah, I'm gonna go drop this stuff off. Well, I don't need to drop it off at this order. I'm gonna go sit myself in my little AFK cubby, and I will be right back. Alright, we're back. And we're back into mining. Cat woke up when I moved. Oh, now she's gonna bother my microphone. This is perfect. Can I help you? She's probably really loud in the mic. Actually, doesn't look like it. The levels don't seem to be going crazy. Oh, she's like cuddling my arm. This is adorable. Stop it. Don't put your hand on the mouse. Uh-oh. It's like, oh, I'm gonna get that stone. Just a small issue with that. Oh, for Christ's sake. Let me out. Ah. I don't want to live here anymore. Thank you. Alright, so that's clear. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't do... I keep losing my train of thought here. Forgot to do this side. Ah! That's not what I wanted to do. Bye. Let's clear this out. I'm not going to gather everything that's on the bottom of this ravine. This ravine is a pain. It's almost gone, though. It looks like I've got like 4 or 5 levels left to go on it. No biggie. The cat just looks so offended when I make noise with the mouse. Oh, and it's almost bedtime. I don't know why I came back out here, but maybe I can clear out the side. We shall see. You having fun? I think she's just happy it's not super hot today. I'm pretty happy about that too. Yeah, they definitely reset the momentum when you hit the bed. Which I appreciate. I think it's the right thing to do. I don't know, Penny, you're pretty close to my hand there. Can you scooch over a little? Oh, no, you can't. Oh, for Christ's sake. I gotta find, like, a proper place for her. Like, I got the cat tree there. She doesn't use it. She just lays on the desk. this ravine really sucks. It's really awkward to cope with. Oh, and this other side is gonna start coming into play. That's gonna be around a while longer than the intersecting one. Just grab these, why not? There's so much garbage in my hoppers. Beautiful. Oh boy. Oh, and as usual, I'm discovering that I am, in fact, a little bit sleepier than I thought I was after starting streaming. God, I slept so much last night. I'm on my last 2 days of vacation here. I've been off work all week, which has been nice. But I don't feel like it did anything. I don't know. I just don't feel like it did anything. I feel like I'm just in this constant cycle of being. I don't know if burnt out is the right word. I think just overwhelmed is probably more accurate. With everything that's happening in the world, with everything that's happening at home, at work. It's just crazy. I am fortunate to have outlets. I'm fortunate to have my cat here for support, to have video games that I can play, to have streaming, but gosh, sometimes it's just not enough. Sometimes it's just too hard. Get rid of this crap. Yeah, the site. I don't know why, it just feels like I'm not moving quickly enough to keep that stuff full. I don't know. Maybe it's just because of the breaks and the trip to the Nether. But I usually take, I mean, when I'm just normally playing, I usually take breaks anyway. So it's not like this is unusual. I usually keep it full. Maybe I'll have better luck when I'm not chatting and trying to do other stuff at the same time. We'll see. Oh, hello. Ah. Bad time for lag spike there. Survived twice. I wonder what's causing that. Like, I wonder if it's server side too. Like, maybe I was gonna say maybe my kind of sphere around my player is meeting the camera count, but I feel like that would cause a huge algorithm change. I don't know. I don't know. Just a little bit wacky. Okay. Oh, by the way, that sugarcane farm is now perpetually full. I say by the way, it's just because I was looking at it at the time, but, yeah, there is no longer any keeping up with that. I try to trade with the shepherds pretty frequently, because I've got so much frickin' cactus green sitting around. But I am no longer keeping up with the paper trades. I probably could make a whole bunch of emeralds on it, but I get enough from the dye trades to do all the glass trading that I need to in a day. Whenever I think about it, so it's really not a big deal. Like, I don't need anything else from the villagers at the moment. I guess it's good to have as a backup in case I need enchanted books or whatever. So, and in fact, it's probably more effective for me to do a little bit of cow killing and trade books at this point, because it's pretty cheap to do. And yeah, in fact, I could probably do book and quill just as simply. Oh, I don't know if I talked about this at any point, but there was an idea I had for a server, like if you have a multiplayer server, to basically start a bank. This is kind of antithetical to how I want to play Minecraft at the moment, which is why I'm not doing it myself, but if any of you are interested in, you're playing on a server with kind of a market. So whatever the currency, most servers probably use diamonds, right, to represent currency. What you could do is come up with a set of written books to which you hold the originals. And so you hold the original ones, and you put them in your under chest. You don't let anybody access them. But you make copies of them, copies of originals that represent either like 1 diamond, a fraction of a diamond, or multiples of 2 or multiples of 5 diamonds. So like you could have, 1s, 2s, 5s, 10s, 20s if you wanted to, or you could do something a little more reasonable like 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. In any case, would allow you to basically sort money, like different combinations or denominations of money, and even fractions of diamonds. And then you can have kind of deposit, or like, switch out little bits of little books for diamonds. So like if you put 1 diamond in, you can get 9 1/9 of a diamond books, and then people can use fractions of it. I think that could be pretty useful. And then you can, price things in reasonable increments. So, like, for example, if you're selling stone, right? Stack of stone isn't going to cost you a diamond. Come on, stone is super cheap. Look at how much freaking stone I've got. Price that at 1/9 of a diamond per stack. And then you sell a full chest of it, and you can get however much, math, 6 diamonds. You can get 6 diamonds for that full chest. I think that could be pretty useful. And then the bank at any given time will have a certain amount of actual diamonds in it, you know, for backing all of the notes that it's issued. And those diamonds could be used, in theory, to either invest or do other things for the bank. That part of it is a little more complicated and certainly farther away from what I want to do when I play Minecraft, but it's an interesting thought about how to model an economy in Minecraft. It's like actually having currency. And I think it would be relatively simple to do. And I'm pretty sure, as long as you're doing copy of original, right? So you have like a workshop, a secure workshop, where you copy the original onto blank book and quills. There shouldn't be any way to like duplicate that process, because I think if you copy a copy, it will say copy a copy, and it won't stack. So store owners could reasonably, you know, go after somebody for counterfeiting. They could put in sorters to automatically spit out, you know, vending machines would be really easy to do there, even with variable amounts. So there's a lot you can do with that, I think. I think it's pretty cool. And you could also use it to represent, you know, other materials other than diamonds. So like if you wanted to have a place for people to store, like, I don't know, beacons? To store large amounts of resources, even. You could, for example, you could say, oh, this book represents one full chest, one full shulker box of stone. And then you don't have to carry that shulker box around with you, and you can stack it. And all you have to do to retrieve it then is just go back to the bank. Maybe there's a better way to do that. By just having like safe deposit boxes, I don't know. But I think the notes thing is a cool idea. I'd like to see if that's been done. But I don't know. Yeah, I've never understood why people make capitalist economies in Minecraft. It's so absurd. Like, it's not like there's a scarcity economy, you know? It's not like you're gonna run out of anything anytime soon. I mean, there are non-renewable resources, sure. That list does get shorter every day. But, like, even if there is no way to generate infinite sand, like, there are a lot of deserts in the world. Like, you're going to be able to find sand, right? And there is a way to generate sand. That's a bad example. Coral blocks is probably a better... Well, there's wandering traders. I don't know. Stuff like gilded blackstone, though. That's probably the best example at the moment. But like everything, basically, unless you're spending 100 years in a Minecraft world, there's enough for everybody. So why would you need to spend money on things? It's kind of silly. More prevalently, given you're playing in a server with people that presumably you spend time with. I mean, I'm thinking in particular about servers, like relatively private servers, whitelisted servers. where it's like, these people know each other. So why do you want to stop people from having something if they don't have, you know, whatever amount of diamonds? It's like, these are supposed to be your friends. What are you doing to them? It's just silly. What am I at? 30, yeah, 35. Still ways to go, but we're getting closer to the end. I think we finished 2 levels today, which is good. Wondering how long I want to spend on this still. I'm going to take a break in another, 20 minutes or so, but, yeah, I wonder, well, actually. No dice. No dice. But yeah, I'm wondering if the break is just going to be the end of the stream, or if I'm going to come back again. I feel like I should come back again. But I'm also thinking about how much time I have left in the day, how much I want to push back my errand that I have to run. I don't know. Excuse me. Oh, I forgot to check my durability before I started in on this. That's okay. We got the pick down to the nub, and we're gonna get all we can out of this cactus. As long as I've got the pickaxe selected. Oh, it didn't even repair it fully. Huh. Well, I think I did a good job then of getting the right number of... Oh boy, I need more chests. Getting the right number of cactus in here, because like I've been using 15 stacks, and I think it's supposed to be 15 and change, which is why I didn't get a full repair. But yeah, it's interesting that I words. Hold on. Just I'm having trouble today. Sorry. It's interesting that I got that close. Because, like, I'm never going to have it below 100, realistically. So bringing it from just below 100 to just 15 or 16 shy of where I want, it's pretty good. Alright, let's do 9 here, and then we'll grab 6 more a second. Cool. I think it's almost nighttime though. We probably want to, yeah, I'll probably hang around here. I'm gonna go do some quick trading though. Show you guys how this goes. So I've got a whole bunch of dyes sitting over here all the time. It's always ready to go. I actually expanded the amount of red dye and lime green dye I have at any given time. Not that I particularly needed to. I get plenty of emeralds as it is. It's pretty easy to get more. But it's, yeah, it's good to have these here, get rid of some green dye when I can. I mean, you saw how many chests are over there with green dye. And, work on my glass collection, because I'm going to need it when I get to the bottom of this quarry, and Last time I spent a lot of time sitting at the villagers trying to get more and more glass, and it's just not an effective way of spending my time. As much fun as it is, you know, it's... Good stuff. Oh, that's probably loud. Hi, cat. Meow. Oh, hold on. Let me mute. There we go. Cat, you're really in my way here. Feels like I've run out of stone again. No, it's still kind of trickling through. Okay, we'll try to keep it stocked, you know. So I'm gonna take another break in 15 minutes again. So we might lose the thread there. I don't know, maybe I should stop trying to worry about it. Maybe I should just fill them up and do things normally. Because when I do things normally, it feels like it just ends up kind of working the way that I want it to anyway, eventually. It's like as it sorts through all of the, whatever, the andesite or whatever else I put in first, in the first chest, it just decides, oh, well, we've done that now. Stone is next, probably, and like eventually it gets caught on stone for a while, and that's a good thing. That cave is gonna haunt me. The rest of this dig, basically, like it's always gonna be there. It just shifts a little bit to the right. Ay ay ay. Oh, I'm gonna get more mushrooms later. That's cool. Not that I need more mushrooms, but nevertheless. And yeah, with the two kind of intersecting ravines, I'm fully expecting there to be a large amount of lava to deal with at the bottom. Lava and obsidian. So I'm pretty sure there's a lot of obsidian at the bottom of one of them, and then the other one has some lava. It's kind of gonna be a mess. I mean, that's okay. It's just a little frustrating. Because obsidian takes so long to mine, and the lava just... it can just cause a lot of problems. It slows things down a little bit, too. Because instead of mining 2 layers at once like I'm doing now, I tend to go 1 layer at a time. Just kind of move, like, inch forward a little bit by a little bit. It just adds to the amount of time that I have to spend on this stuff. It's a little bit annoying. Ow. Caught myself on the hopper. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? I think we're firmly on the second chest now. We just have to make sure that the stone keeps going. Song you don't have liked. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. Huh. Saw a song in there that I don't remember hearing. Must have happened while I was away from keyboard, which is a thing that people have definitely said out loud before. So yeah, I guess I'll stick around for another 45 minutes after this break coming up. It feels like I can go for a little while longer. I don't have a lot of faith in myself right now, but I'll do my best. And then, yeah, after 3 hours of streaming, I think it's probably time to call it and go and do my errand so I can... I'm gonna level with you all. I'm gonna get beer. I need beer. Just so I can enjoy the last couple days of my vacation. Because, man, I'm out of beer. Oh, hello. What are you doing? Let's just... Yeah, you're dead. Goodbye. Just come here. This way, thank you. Rip. Can't have those guys hanging around, they're just annoying. Oh, there's more. It must be in that cave. Weird. I wonder if two packs spawned? Because they're supposed to spawn on the surface, I feel like. But they look like they're underneath me and on the other side here, so probably in that cave there. The other option is that they fell down there, survived, and are now living in a cave, but with very low health. And I don't see a banner guy there, one of the patrol leaders, on the minimap, because it'll show like the banner as a hat for him. So I assume that they just fell down as part of that pack. They're not in here. They're definitely higher up. Maybe in this cave. This is not a cave. Maybe in this ravine? Somewhere? Oh, yep, there they are. Well, I'm just gonna fly out. Oh my goodness. They are shooting at me. Oops. Like, I need to put myself in more situations where I could get shot today. Where I could die. I really don't need to die more. I think we've had enough of that today. I think there's been enough dying. We can move on from that particular meme. It's almost nighttime. Let's do some quick trading, because we can. I assume, yes. 2, 3. Yeah, this is really simple though. It's like 3 stacks of each, and then I can just go through and do one round. Sometimes they give me discounts where I only have to get them 11, but that's fine. It's pretty rare that they do that, actually. And I'm really happy that I got so lucky with this guy. It's like green leaving my inventory in 2 ways. Plus bone meal. Getting rid of a bunch of stuff that I have extra of, and I can always get more of. I'll take it. I'll take it any day of the week. Don't you know? And then we've got these zombies over here. They're just completely useless. I haven't used those clerics in a really long time. And I don't have a lot of rotten flesh sitting around. Like, they're just kind of... Where's the rotten flesh even? It's got to be over here. Yeah, rotten flesh. It's like not even a full double chest. Hey. No bats. Bats, not allowed. Alright, let me do one more quick strip here. Oh, for Christ's sake. They found their way out of the cave, it looks like. Oh, you think you can outgun me? No, 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 my friend. No, 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 no. So yeah, let's do a quick strip here, and then I'm gonna take a break, and then we'll do another 45 minutes and call it a day. Yes, it is. Been a fun and productive stream. Nevertheless, I have things to do. It's a sad truth about life. 5, 6. Whoa. My mouse is having trouble. Yeah, I've noticed it has like a little bit of a... It has like a little bit of a mini seizure every once in a while. And, causes me to point in places... in directions I don't want to be pointing. Necessarily. It's like barely half an inventory, yeah. When those big holes are in my way, it's pretty obvious that, I want to get rid of the stuff that's in that hopper, but as long as there's one stone, I suppose it doesn't matter. I'm going to do another strip because I have a little bit more time here. It's fine. It's pretty useless. It's a pretty useless amount of mining that I had to do there. I wonder how much iron ore we're up to, actually. It's been a while since I checked. I'm pretty sure we're above a full shulker box, so like, I'd say at least we have 29 stacks. Though I think with what's in the sorter and stuff, we're probably coming up to 32 stacks or so. Problem is, my blast furnace, the automatic setup I have, first of all, doesn't have a lot of fuel in it. Second of all, already has some 32 stacks of iron ingots in the output, and that's not counting some 30-40 stacks that I have in my actual chest that says iron ingots on it. So there's like a whole bunch of iron sitting around. I haven't been using it. I haven't bothered. I probably should, but I haven't yet. Excuse me. But yeah, I think probably a good idea to start using that iron to move/expand the sorter. So it's becoming a little bit untenable to use the sorter. Well, not to use the sorter, but to have the sorter in its current state, the storage system in its current state. And again, I just need the wood. So probably, especially if I manage to finish this chunk, probably a good chance that I'll spend some time this week chopping down trees. Just 'cause I can. Alright, I think it's break time. Yes, it is break time. I'm gonna go put myself in this glass box. And, yeah. Me and Tracer Cam are just gonna hang out here staring at the floor, I guess. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, we're back. There we go. I love my little airlock there, that's cool. Yeah, it's almost night time. So, last little stretch here before I head out. If there's anything you've been dying to say, now's the time. I'll be around for another 40 minutes or so, and we'll hopefully make some more progress here. Excuse me. The longer I spend on stream, the worse my voice gets. Or at least my throat. Excuse me. Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, I'm gonna head out soon and hopefully... Well, I should be able to spend some more time on digging today and maybe make some progress on tree chopping, we'll see. Something tells me it'll be a while before I have enough, before I have enough chests to really start on the big sorter renovation. So I'd kind of like to remove all of the God, why can't I think of words? Remove all of the chests from the, like the proto storage that I had. So like I have a bunch of nether rack and other nether stuff and all of the smelted items. Emeralds, glass, stuff that I have in pretty good quantities, but I'm just not sorting automatically, which is fine. Like, I don't necessarily need to sort them. I'd like to have sorted for them. So that if I'm doing, like, little tweaks to the base, I can just put whatever's left back in. And, like, all of the organic stuff, like wood, saplings, crops, other plants, all that can go in there. And then I've got a bunch of unsorted stuff that's actually in the overflow chest. Might as well add sorted modules for that stuff. And yeah, I've got my junk chests as well. So basically, as much as I can do, I'd like to put into the sorter, but it's gonna start adding a fair amount of lag to the server. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. Feels like it's gonna be okay. Losing items from these, right? No. Just want to make sure that there's still stone and everything. Yeah, I think next week will probably be, if not done with this quarry, we'll be pretty close. And I'll probably have made a fair amount of progress on materials needed for a new sorter. I'll probably spend a fair amount of time designing the new sorter as well. It's like, I gotta think about kind of the groups of items and how I want to organize them. Probably don't need to think too much about that, but a little bit. And I think I might actually put it a little bit higher up than before. It's like, I think I've talked about this in the past. It'd be nice to be able to take items out of the sorter in a semi-automatic way, at least. Maybe an automatic way, even. And just have ways of, yeah, routing things to where they need to go. Not a trivial task. I think I decided that the redstone would probably be too big to do it for every single module, but if I have things that I want to take out, like here and there, Might be nice to have. I thought about doing shulker loaders as well. I just don't have the shulker boxes at this point. Probably could get some. Ow. How much gravel do I have? Let's just tear out some more. That's good enough. Right. Excuse me. See, I think, now that I'm thinking about it, probably designing the sorter around specific ways to input is a smart way to do things. So, like, if I'm mining, I have a specific input for that. Where, like, I won't get, well, you know, that's probably not right. So, I mean, I've talked about the automatic farms. Now I'm thinking maybe the automatic farms just shouldn't input into the sorter ever. Maybe they should just have their own storage system and I shouldn't have to worry about it. It's probably smarter, and I just have a backup of items as I need them. I mean, this is GrindCraft. This isn't automatic craft, you know. It is supposed to be grindy, like me moving things around when I need to, keeping on top of the different processes that are taking place in the base. It's got to be part of it. So I think that fits with the kind of the intent of the world. But I don't know. It's also nice to have things just kind of happen when you want them to. Tough call. Tough call. So much gravel here. I wonder if this naturally spawned or if this is... No, it must have naturally spawned, right? So I was like, did the Enderman bring this in? But probably not. Jesus. Yeah, it looks like it's probably natural and it just fell in a weird way. I'm looking for iron, so 1, 2 and a bit, maybe 3 stacks. How many do I have down here? Yeah, I'd say we're up at 32 stacks there. Fair amount of gold too. Redstone's pretty ridiculous. Coal is just absurd. Oh, it's not up to the first lantern, actually. It's definitely getting there. Yeah. Where's the sun? Oh, it's about to set. Let's do some quick trading. Never hurts. Helps repair a little bit. Not too much. Oh, and it's raining as well. Oh, here we go. We got our discount. Don't mind if I do. I don't know what makes them decide to give me a discount or not, but I'm not going to argue. I mean, the whole purpose of these guys, the shepherds, is to get rid of the dyes that I end up having anyway because of the XP banks. But if they're like, well, you get more emeralds for fewer dyes, who am I to argue, I guess? Excuse me. Well, another half hour left. I think we could probably finish this level, making it, I think, 3 levels done since we started. I'll check the tape on that, but I'm pretty sure we started at 39 or so. Like halfway through 39. Ah! Lag spike. Jesus Christ, what is it? Is it this hole that's causing me lag? I don't like it. It feels like it's always around this area that I get laggy. And I wonder what's causing that. Like, there's some mobs spawning below me, but it's not like an absurd number of mobs. It just seems like a normal number of mobs. I don't know. It's just one of those things. One of life's little mysteries. Y'all know how that is. Maybe. I'm not saying it's aliens, but it was aliens. Oh boy. Hold on, I want to remove this song. It seems nice, but it's like screamy, and I don't know. I've talked about this before. I don't like screamy music. I prefer nice, lovely singing voices and fun instrumentals. Like, if you have to scream, why? I was about to make a really bad argument. It's not that it's not music. It is music. It's a particular choice in a musical, arena to replace certain notes with screams. I don't particularly appreciate that particular art form. So, we don't denigrate those who do like it, but we say that it's not our cup of tea. try it out. I don't know if it aligns perfectly, but no reason to have that just kind of sitting there overhanging until I come back later. Okay, bye, cat. I think she's probably checking if there's food in her bowl yet. I haven't fed her yet today. She's kind of shifted to eating in the evening. Oh, I'm actually almost to that water. I'm gonna have to deal with that soon enough. Not a problem, really, just another little facet of this particular adventure that I'm on. I remember liking this band. Not sure why. And sometimes you just like a band. That's enough. Oh, I screwed up. This is the wrong... I went the wrong way. Okay. It's actually just 6 here. I don't know. I got a head start. It's fine. Oh, stupid. Ah. That was an interesting confluence of events, but I'm gonna fall down again. Keep the stone in here if we can, so we can put it in before we do the, start filling it up with other stuff soon. Though, I think if we finish this, I'm probably going to call it a stream, so we might not ever get to that point. We'll see. At least not on camera. I might end up getting to that point later today, we'll see, but... all depends. Oh, for Christ's sake. Yeah. having trouble with my eyes at the moment, so that's not surprising, but not a whole lot of time left, so that's okay. Be able to, I think I've decided I'm gonna walk to the store rather than try and drive. I usually try and drive, because like I'm going to get beer, like it's gonna be a little bit heavy, but if I just go and pick up a 6-pack, it should be relatively doable. I don't think I need to, like I have some beer in the house, I just need to kind of augment it. And I think 6 more will pretty much do it for tonight. And I've got an order coming in tomorrow. So I looked at it today and it was like, within the next 5 hours. I'm like, well, like it was 1 at that point. So I might not get beer until 6. I mean, I guess that could have worked, but I also didn't want to interrupt the stream. Like, oh, I gotta go take delivery of a bunch of beer. But the liquor store is not a terrible walk from my house, and I've been trying to walk a little bit more actually over the past week or so. So I kind of enjoy doing it. I think it's probably a good thing to do. Help mitigate the the beer that I'm gonna drink. For Christ's sake. How'd that work out for you? Just making sure I didn't have any garbage mob drops there. Doesn't look like it. No, damn it. Too many. Okay. Oh, actually, back to the bank thing I was talking about earlier, the bank and the currency notes. I was thinking how I might be able to use that in a world like this, where there isn't, like, there's not any exchanging of goods. Because, like, I still do have items, and it could be a useful tool to help me keep track of how many. Like, how many shulker boxes of stone do I have? That sort of thing. But it could be useful to figure it out. That might mean completely restructuring my storage system again, but no, it wouldn't be necessarily the worst thing in the world, just, a little strange. Plus, if you, I don't know, if you wanted to do it that way, you'd probably have to do a fair amount of arithmetic operations on the banknotes, which really isn't gonna work very well, I don't think. Because, like, you can't represent, like, if you have shulker boxes of stone stored somewhere, right? You can't represent that as, like, oh, this is X times 1 stone. You'd probably have to exchange. No. I just don't know if you'd be able to do it. So, like, I'm trying to think of how you could do, like, a storage and retrieval system using these things. I mean, you could certainly track how many you have of a particular denomination of a particular item. But I don't think it'd be terribly useful, and you could probably just keep track of it on a spreadsheet just as easily. Like, really the benefit to the banknotes is the exchange. Like, like not having to carry around shulker boxes, multiple shulker boxes of whatever in your inventory, like, could be relatively simple. I wonder if this is something that I could tweet at one of the hermits and be like, here's a stupid idea you could spend frickin' 5 days of game time on. You could also just do like a check system. That could almost be as useful as the banknote system. So like if you wanted to say, well, either give somebody or like give somebody something or trade something with somebody, you could leave it in a central location that's relatively secure, right? And then write a book that says, you know, what this entitles you to, whatever, 54 shulker boxes of stone or whatever it is. And then you don't have to carry 54 shulker boxes around. You can just give them the note, the bank note, or the check, and say, hey, here you go. This is what you needed, right? And you could probably do trades in a similar way where you have like a chest open. Actually, I don't know, because the bank can't really guarantee that what they're writing is accurate. Like, we don't know if they actually have 54 shulker boxes of stone. Which is a little bit tricky. With shulker boxes, I think you either have to wait a really long time for verification, or you just operate on the honor system and assume that things are okay. Which on HermitCraft would work, but in some servers definitely wouldn't. So you might be better off just working with diamonds. Because, like, basically what I'm describing isn't a bank so much as an escrow service. Which is, I mean, still valuable in some situations, but probably not in something as small as 54 shulker boxes of stone. Just a guess. Yeah, I wonder, there's got to be a way that you could set this up. Anyway, it sounds like a gigantic redstone project for not a lot of benefit. Like, I'm trying to think of ways it could be useful outside of just currency exchange. Like, it could definitely be useful for currency exchange. I think that that's definitely a thing. And I think it could be relatively simple for the bank to be like, okay, every week or so we'll take 1 diamond or whatever out of each person's account. And, like, that's how the bank makes money. Okay, that's easy enough. And then everybody has these nice little notes that they can use rather than carrying around big shulker boxes full of diamonds or whatever. Especially for large transactions, it feels like this would be super useful. Because you don't have to, you know, bring somebody a shulker box full of diamonds or use blocks or anything like that. I think it'd be nice. I don't know. I'd definitely play on a server that did that. Anyway, we're coming to the close of this. Me mindlessly ranting about stuff. And, I'm still gonna mine, but I guess I should start closing things out, so, hopefully you enjoyed hanging out with me here. I appreciate you. Obviously we did a fair bit. We did finish, I think, what was it, 3 levels? 3 levels, something like that. we're starting in on a 4th. So I'm definitely going to try to make some progress off camera this week, as I usually do. And again, as usual, I'll be back on Saturday. I think... What is Saturday? 5th? I want to say I have something that day, but I'm not entirely certain. I'm trying to track where the protests are and figure out if I can go to any of them. You know, this is the funny thing I learned about myself is that I have a real big problem with heat. I mean, I guess that's kind of the revelation. The other thing that I kind of knew about myself is that I'm not good at being at a protest. I'm not the most useful person there. First of all, I'm a straight white guy. Like, my voice does not need to be amplified. But I'm also, like, really frustrated with the concept of going somewhere just to stand around, or like I went to like a it wasn't even a protest, it was like a solidarity march. They do it every year on Easter outside of the Planned Parenthood. It's like the Christians all get up and come and yell obscenities at women trying to get breast cancer screening, and then the Planned Parenthood folks, or at least their allies, come and they stand on the other side of a fence, and for some reason the permit stipulates that the people on the Planned Parenthood side are going to be marching. At least it did that year, and we walked around in a circle that was, I mean, it was a half of a block wide, you know? And I did this like 20 times at about 3 times the speed of anybody else at the march. And then I was like, you know what, this is really stupid. I'm going to stop doing this. And I went home. I'm also of the firm belief that if you're going to protest something, you should probably be disrupting the thing that you're protesting. What can I say? So, like, the protest in front of the 3rd precinct, aces. You forced them to stay in the precinct and deal with the problem there, and they weren't able to go out and propagate bad policing decisions. That's excellent. But like, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot more direct action that could be taken that isn't being taken. Like, I saw a protest event today that was something like, oh, we're gonna meet up at the state capitol, which is in St. Paul. It's like just down the road from me. That direction, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna meet up at the state capitol, and we're gonna march. And I said, okay, great, march where? The march is going to be 1 mile in length. I was like, okay, cool, that's doable. And it will end where it starts. I'm like, why? Why would you march and end where you start? That doesn't make any sense. It's just symbolic, I guess. I don't know. I think that organizers probably know better than I do, which is fine. But I don't know. I just get really frustrated with the whole thing. How did I get on this? Right, I was talking about what might happen this week. But yeah, I think I'll be back on Saturday. I don't know. I'll announce it like usual. If you're not following the Twitter, follow the Twitter below on the stream description. I've been pretty good about announcing that past couple weeks, so I'd say that's good. I decided not to put it. So I also joined Mastodon this week. I think maybe last week. I was thinking about announcing it on Mastodon, but I don't know if I want to do that. It seems like not a lot of benefit probably would come of that, but we'll see. Anyway, I think this is going to be the last or the last stuff that I put in here. I'm gonna let this run. This is, 3 chests and change. Bunch of stone in the hoppers. As you can see, the 4 stone types, they're all filled. I don't know if the top chests are filled. I wouldn't necessarily be able to tell, actually. Like if we come over here. Yeah, there's... like the only way to tell is to look at these hoppers, I think. Yeah, so andesite's full. Diorite is not. Granite is not. So we're getting to the point where those are going to get trashed. And in fact, this load will probably do it. I don't know where the diorite is. I think I saw that it was pretty close to the top of the chest tree. Anyway. But yeah, when we come back, we should be... this should be pretty much cut down. I mean, we're like halfway done right now. In fact, we should... it's pretty much exactly halfway done. And obviously this has taken a bunch of weeks, but I've also done other stuff in the meantime. So, excuse me. When we come back, yeah, this hopefully should be a fair bit of the way done. I'm hoping that at the very least we'll be at diamond level, and it'll be an exciting stream next time. We'll see. I might get around to tearing down some of the farms and storage systems and rebuilding them in their proper places. We will see. Other than that, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to talk about before I go, but I don't think there is, so I'm going to go to the store, and all y'all, have a lovely week. I'll see you next Saturday. Bye-bye.